just like, yeah, what of it?
Yeah.
I like sip my brandy and smoke my cigar and I just queef everywhere.
On command. Chef's kiss. If I don't queef after, it wasn't good.
Welcome to Honey Do Me, a podcast that goes into the bedroom and beyond, hosted by Emma Norman
And Cass Anderson. Here at Honey Do Me, we don't have all the answers. So we chat with experts, educators, and badass changemakers to get them.
We are here to remind our listeners and ourselves that what we're going through is normal, that we are worthy of love and pleasure,
And that we are all in this together. So tell us, honey, how do you do you?
Hello.
Hello.
Today, we are starting something a little bit more fun and funky.
Yeah, it's been a little while since
Mhm.
we've introduced ourselves, since
Yeah.
you've gotten to know us. We've grown astronomically.
Astronomically.
And we just want to give you a chance to get to know us in the only way we know how, by drinking and telling.
Absolutely. I mean, this is how many questions we have for each other.
A lot of questions. If you
Did that sound
didn't
like
get
a fart, or
It
did that sound
sounded like a fart?
Or does that sound like all the questions that we have for each other?
So we are playing Truth or Drink. So
Drank.
we collected questions from our friends, from strangers, and from exes, because who has
Hell
better
fucking yeah.
questions than exes? And so we're going to ask each other these questions, and we can either answer them or we can drink.
Yeah.
We're going to be drinking either way.
I'm gonna bet we drink a lot, regardless.
I'm going to bet we drink a lot and tell the truth a lot.
Yeah.
So
I wouldn't say you guys have known us for what, 4 months now?
Yeah.
How closed of a book have we been? And I'm gonna say it's not a lot.
wide open.
Wide open.
Wide open spaces. Wide open legs.
Yeah. Yeesh.
Yeesh.
I think we should just go for it.
We're just going to go for it. As we like to say, let's just dive right in.
Yeah. You kind of sounded like a host of like a radio show.
I am the host of a radio show. It's called Honey Doing. It premieres every Wednesday.
I've never heard of it. Literally never.
You are seriously missing out. You are.
I heard actually that they're really popular in the Netherlands.
They are.
And
They're-
Belgium.
They're 76th in Belgium.
True story. We are
Yeah.
76th sexuality
So
podcast.
shout out to
in
Belgium. We love you. We see you.
Yeah.
And you're welcome in our homes anytime.
Let's fucking go.
Okay,
Let's
you
just
wanna
fucking
start
go.
us off?
Yeah, I'll start us off.
Okay. First
right.
question. Truth or drink?
What is the raunchiest dream you've ever had? Do you have one?
You know, I feel like I don't have any super raunchy dreams, but I know that you do. So I'd love to start off with you, and maybe it'll
Oh my
spark
god.
something for me.
I was really hoping you'd like dip your toe in because my dream is like aggressive.
Great. I wanted to start off aggressive. So go.
Okay. All right. So I really it's gonna start off real aggressive. I don't have any context for this. So when I tell you this, I have no idea how I got here or why it happened.
Mhm.
But let me tell you that I only remember falling through space and time with a very
time.
with a very weird like no person that I know, just like
Mhm.
a person that I'm attached to. And then they just go down on me in the middle of space and falling. And I'm like, you know what would be a good thing to do while we have nothing else to do but fall to our death? And then I pushed them down
You
and
pushed them down. I like that.
and they went down on
forcefulness.
me in the middle of space and time.
Wow. I love that conquers space and time. I love that even time will lay down for.
But I have to be honest and say that the person definitely looked like Voldemort. So that's the raunchiest dream I can remember having in the most recent present.
Yeah, I think my raunchiest would just be disappointing.
You just shouldn't even go there. Nothing can
yeah,
top that.
I'll just drink.
Just drink.
I'll just drink.
Yeah. So, ew,
I
if
have
you
to know I'm drinking.
do that one more time, I will cancel this podcast. And Belgium would be so upset.
Belgium is going to be devastated. All right, next question.
Okay, you go.
Have you ever eaten
or contemplated eating someone's ass?
Yes.
Ass. I tried to say that like Davy Jones from Pirates of the Caribbean. Don't you think that's how he'd say ass?
Sure. Yes. I really like the visual you're giving me in many contexts.
Yeah.
You go first because you didn't answer the last one.
I have never, and I have never even contemplated it. I have been trying to warm up my partner in a consensual, loving way for just a finger, because not in mine. I don't know. When I talk about putting a finger up his butt, I'm not like stoked about it, if I'm being honest.
Yeah.
But I think there is a lot of pleasure there that he is unwilling to tap. And I just want experiences. I just want a full sexual life. And so I think that that's depriving both him and me of an experience that we would maybe enjoy.
Fair.
So, no, I've never contemplated eating his ass or anybody else's ass. I would say no if they asked, probably. That's just not of interest to me.
Okay. I mean, fair.
Yeah.
In my answer, I asked, and they said no.
So, you asked to eat their
well,
ass?
okay, so my most recent boyfriend, I asked him if he would ever let me, or if he ever kind of wanted to.
Yeah.
And
so it wasn't like in the moment, like
no. It was just like,
right honey.
It was over dinner, maybe.
Yeah,
So
over a
dinner.
nice
It was
steak.
dinner talk. So and I said, "Would you ever let me?" And he said, "God, no." So,
All right.
So I just don't think that it was in the stars for us, and that's totally fine.
Yeah.
Okay, my turn.
Okay.
Have you ever had shower sex and describe it?
Oh, saying I have had shower sex feels like a stretch.
Okay.
Because I have tried to
Mhm.
have shower sex. Actually, it was quite recent. My partner and I tried to have shower sex. So, flashback a few years, we went to Mexico together and we were taking a shower because it was fun, whatever. And he reached for something
Mm-hmm.
and knocked my head into the side of the
Oh,
wall.
no!
It hurt. It hurt. And so since that day, I've refused to get into a shower with him. And then a few weeks ago, I was feeling frisky.
Mhm.
And so I hopped into the shower like, surprise, while he was washing his butt.
I don't know. Whatever boys do.
Yeah, whatever boys do in the shower. And I got in, I'm like, let's have shower sex. And he was like very excited. And then we tried and it just flopped. We tried, it just wouldn't go in because it was just the wrong angle, you know? I guess maybe if it curved a different way.
Oh my God.
Is this too graphic?
Whatever way the wind
Yes.
blows, you know what I mean?
And then we just tried, we were eventually like, oh, like we'll do kind of like a cowgirl type thing, but like him sitting up.
In the tub?
Yeah. But
Tushy
our
on the
tub
tub?
is, yeah, you sit down in a tub. That's normal. But we were just too wide. It's
my
a
God.
small shower. And so it's like my thighs could not go on the side of his. Is this too graphic?
No, it's fucking hilarious.
And so it didn't work. And we were like, how do people have shower sex? We're in our mid-20s. How have we not figured this out? So,
Oh my
needless
gosh.
to say, neither of us finished.
I mean, that's hilarious. I'll drink because your story is going to be better than mine.
Okay, that's fine. Next question.
Yes.
Have you ever farted during sex?
Jesus Christ. The one question we got, it's just
We got this from a lot of people.
Yeah, I haven't. I don't recall ever doing that.
Yeah.
Maybe they could tell me different, but I don't think I ever did.
I haven't either, but we have gotten questions before, like not for this episode, about queefing.
Yeah.
And so I think those are some stories that we could share because I know you have a really fun one that I like.
I'm sorry. But I think queefing and just point at me.
But queefing, I think
Great.
Emma might have a thing or
Great.
two to say.
I mean, well, one, queefing is normal, and I do that more often than farting.
You're going to say I do that more often than not.
Than not, just in general.
Just
No,
walking
I
through
d-
your day.
The first time I ever did it scared the shit out of me because it happened. I hadn't had sex yet. This was just the first time I'd been fingered. And he fingered me, and then I stood up, and I guess I queefed, and I don't know if he heard or if it was just like a small little one, but in my ears it was so booming loud. I just fell into a heap on the ground. And I was like, this is what you've done to me.
It was his fault.
Like it was him. And he's like, what, dear God, just happened? And I swear he put a spell on me and tried to humiliate me. Humiliate?
He humiliated me.
So that was the first time I ever queefed was from fingering.
Yeah.
Do you
I
have?
I had a similar experience, and it was very unfortunate.
Uh-huh. Getting a hair off your face.
Intimate.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just like, he was fingering me, and then I like went and moved, and it made like, to be totally honest, we heard his mom coming up the stairs. So
Oh, yeah.
he like went out, and I like went up, and
Jesus Christ.
it made the loudest farting noise.
Oh,
And I was
no.
just like mortified. And I turned to him and I was like, I did not fart.
Is this Jurg's?
No.
Oh, really?
That's mine. But Jurg does have another one. So my partner.
No, I thought, did you do that with Jurg?
Oh, no, that was not Jurg.
Oh.
Oh, no.
Yeesh.
That was like my high school
Oh, gotcha.
boyfriend.
I didn't really queef again until later boyfriends. That was like the first time it ever happened though. And it's so, why does it always have to happen when you're very
Why
young?
then? I could handle it now.
Now I'm just like, yeah, what of it?
Yeah.
I like sip my brandy and smoke my cigar and I just queef everywhere.
On command. Chef's kiss. If I don't queef after, it wasn't good.
I hate this so much. I'm so sorry for that. But
I'm sorry, you're welcome.
So funny. Keep going.
Anyways, Jurgen, my partner, also has a funny story about queefing. So he was having sex with somebody, not me. And and they queefed, and he could tell they were mortified.
Mm-hmm.
And so, being the kind-hearted man that he is, he said, I'm so sorry, I just farted. And took the full blame for it.
Like
and
a
she went along with it,
gentleman.
even though they both knew. Maybe she still
Jurgen's
thinks about him to
so
this day.
kind.
I know. He's a
That's
sweet
really
soul.
cute.
In terms of farting specifically, though, sometimes right before we're about to have sex, he'll fart and I hate it. And I'm like, that really put me out of the mood, just so you know. It's like when you're putting on a condom.
It's
hate
just
it.
the awkward, weird, like,
It's
why?
the weird timing.
This is
Yeah.
embarrassing for no reason.
And so to add an extra layer of noise, it's just like,
Mm.
are we that far in? Like, is this it?
I'm bummed.
Is this the best it's going to be?
Love it. All right, my turn. Okay, this one was my favorite one that I wrote down. But it's going to be cringy, and I love it.
Okay. I'm going to drink first.
Okay, well, I'll drink first, too. Who is the better bang out of the two of us?
Oh.
I found this one, and I was like, I have to
I
put it
have
in.
to. You've had sex with more people.
That's true.
That wasn't an accusatory thing. That
No,
was
no,
something
that's-
I'm jealous of.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So maybe you sleep with Jurgen and then we'll figure it out.
We'll let Jurgen decide.
Jurgen, you said you'd help with this episode.
I think I might be slightly kinkier than you.
Really?
I think I could be.
See, I thought that too until you were talking about dirty talk and you said you were cringing at some stuff that you said. And I was like,
At stuff that I said?
yeah.
What do you mean?
You said you cringed when you said the word cock.
Do you say cock a lot?
Mm-hmm.
Well, okay.
Maybe together we would make a great lay.
Great lay.
We'd really capture all the senses.
Yeah. Oh, I can't say that word. It
Really?
freaks me out. Yeah.
I think ever since
Which is funny because my shirt right now says respect the, and then
It's
there's
got
a
a
huge rooster. Shout out to Matt for that
shout
shirt.
out to cocks. You decide.
I mean, I would say me. I'm not going to say you and like put myself down.
I meant the world decide,
Oh.
not you. But all right.
But fuck,
But
okay.
fuck you, okay.
I think we're both great in our own respects.
Yeah.
I think if anyone, wants to just see,
Yeah. If Pete Davidson is
like
wanting
walks
to
in
determine
and says,
which one of us,
both of you come here, or one at a time. Maybe one at a time. Out of respect for our business.
Out of our business and friendship.
Let's just say one at a time.
Yeah.
Oh, you scratched
I'm sorry. I'm kinky.
Catty. I'm kinky.
I told you I'm kinkier.
Okay, that was fun. Okay, you go.
Okay. Emma just drew a picture depicting anal fisting.
That wasn't a question. I just wanted to throw her off.
Beautiful.
I think it looks really
Have you ever
good.
been anally fisted? Have you ever been fisted?
No, sure haven't.
I don't know if I'd allow that many in there. That many
No.
digits is what I mean.
I don't know what the outcome would be. I don't know if there's much productivity with a whole
I
fist.
feel like my cervix would be bruised.
I mean, who am I? I haven't experienced nor sought it out,
Yeah.
nor been with anyone who has been fisted. But
Yeah.
me personally, I do not find that would be productive for my enjoyment.
No, it's not what I'm interested in. Am I going to say never? I don't
I'm
say
gonna
never to
say
anything.
never. I think I'm going to say never.
Who's kinkier now?
Cheers, you win that
I think
one.
I'm more willing to try stuff than you are.
We'll see about that.
Okay. I'm going to take another. What's the dumbest or craziest thing you've ever done drunk?
Oh Jesus. All right. Well, I have a dumb, crazy, disgusting thing that's
All right.
also sexual.
Yeah.
If we all want to hear it.
Everybody?
They said yes. Ugh, God, this is the grossest thing I think I've
All
ever.
right.
So it's not dumb and crazy. It's the grossest thing I've ever
That's
done
fine.
drunk. I've had sex in a porta potty, which is disgusting. I know.
Like a fresh one?
I don't know.
Like a
I
fresh
was
porta potty?
hammered. I was
So, no.
hammered.
That's the answer is no.
And that was the lowest of the low things that I've done sexually. It's fucking disgusting.
It's quite it's quite shitty.
I give everyone so much free reign to judge me on that. And that's fine.
It's dirty. Would you ever do it now?
No, never. COVID? Are you kidding me?
Are you
Are you
kidding?
joking? Yeah, it was bad. It was bad.
Yeah.
It was bad.
I'm sorry that happened to you.
I tried it. I did it first.
I asked.
I asked
It was
for it.
my idea.
Okay, you go. Please.
I mean, I haven't done like a lot of crazy or dumb shit. I've never like gotten blackout drunk or anything like that. I get drunk. And I'm just pretty silly.
Mama can drink.
I just dance around. I tried to climb a pole one time, like a beam.
You climb beams, yeah.
I tried to climb a beam when we went away one
A
weekend.
couple times, yeah.
Okay.
You've done it.
Yeah. Okay, I'm a beam climber. Yeah, I just not a lot that I've done, if I'm being honest. So maybe I'll take some swigs.
So I would whoa. This bitch finished her drink. Finished her drink.
this bitch came.
She came and she finished. Yeah, we've played group like Truth or Dare, and that was one not out of character for us, but I think really fun and like risque.
Yeah. Did I do something? I don't think I did.
No,
anything
but
weird.
you dared me to lick icing off of your own partner.
Yeah, that was funny.
That was funny. He was very unsuspecting, and
Yeah.
I love a good surprise. All right.
Yeah. I love a little surprise.
Okay, next question.
All right. Ooh.
How many orgasms have you faked?
None.
Really?
Yeah.
Ever?
I don't fake it.
Good.
Which comes with its own
Good for you.
issues because sometimes I'll be frustrated
Mm-hmm.
at my partner. There was a time in our relationship, like in the beginning, I used to be super uncomfortable with somebody going down on me. Like so uncomfortable, like I wouldn't allow it. Like Jurgen was the first person to ever go down on me.
Okay.
And even in the beginning, I was like, nope, I'm not interested. I said I don't like it. I think I've talked about that a little bit before. But so like if I didn't orgasm from like penetrative sex, like that would kind of be it.
Uh-huh.
And it was just kind of like, and then I'd pout, and then I'd be kind of bitchy, which isn't fair. But yeah, I've never faked it. I've just always been a bitch after I didn't.
Fair. I mean,
I feel like that's
More
in line
power
with
to
my
ya.
personality. I don't
Yeah.
really lie.
no, you can't lie.
I can't. That's a better way to put it. It's not that I
So-
don't. It's that I
You
cannot.
freaking can't. So I love that I can tell when you're withholding something from me. So we've hung out a few times where like maybe the day before we talked about something that like later you decided just wasn't true for you anymore. And you have been so quiet and so withholding until the moment comes where you're like, I just have to get this off my chest. Otherwise I'm going to feel so guilty. And then you just like spill the beans.
Just the most like not big of a deal thing ever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's so funny. You can't lie. So I get that for you.
Yeah. I'm very sensitive. And
Yeah.
so I cannot be lied to either, because if somebody lies to me, like I will never forgive them. So if you've lied to me,
I don't think I've ever lied
Get
to
out.
you.
what would you lie to me about?
Liking you? Just kidding. I love
Wanting
ya.
to be your friend? I don't know.
I don't know. The fact that I'm fucking here.
Anything?
That I want to be here. I don't know.
If somebody's gonna lie to me, I just rather they not be in my life, which sounds kind of extreme, but I've had people like.
I mean,
don't
also,
know.
I feel like we're very like we understand
Mhm.
people pretty well. And so if you're lying, I can see that pretty clearly. And it's very uncomfortable for both of us.
It just feels gross. I
Yeah.
don't know. It just doesn't feel right. I'd rather have somebody tell me the truth and hurt my feelings so that I can deal with that instead of keep something from me.
From you. Hello, two drinks
Hello.
in. I gotta
I'm
catch
on
up to
my
you.
third, and she is fiery.
She's fiery and fun.
Woo. I just rather have somebody tell me the truth and hurt my feelings. So, I don't like to have my feelings hurt though. So if you can keep it to yourself, wonderful.
Do it and just don't lie about
Withholding is not lying.
Yeah.
Just kidding. It is for me, but not for other people. Anyway,
it. Anyways,
what's the weirdest role play you've ever done? Or if you haven't role played enough to where that feels like a deep question for you, pick a type of role play that you would do.
Ooh, okay. Maybe I'll do that one.
Okay.
Have
Have you done role play?
No, I haven't really, to be honest. Besides, like, I guess what you would say is power dynamics.
I was gonna say
But I think that isn't as much of a
it was
role
just
play.
dominating.
Yeah. Exactly.
There was no acting, no art involved.
no art in that. Couldn't exercise my actor abilities. So I think the type of role play that if I could pull it off, I would love to try stranger role play. So like we meet in a bar, like we're already kind
Stranger
of together.
Things.
Stranger Things. No,
Stranger
that involves
danger?
a lot of children, so I don't want to say Stranger Things.
So
let's pull that one
there's
back.
adults in it.
Yeah, not a ton.
Like 3.
But I would do Steve. I'd
Billy.
Oh, shit. Wait, no, I'd do Billy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
Who
Oh
wouldn't?
god, that mullet.
Words I never thought would come out of my mouth.
But for Billy, they would be.
Oh.
Yeah, they'd be there. Anyway, so if I was with someone or dating or whatever, and then doing like the stranger thing where they come up to you at a bar and like you get all like hot and heavy in the bar and then you like have sex in the bathroom type of a thing. So it's like a one night, really hot, like maybe hour-long thing.
Yeah.
And you pretend like you don't know each other. I think that would be super fun.
Yeah.
I would love that.
That sounds super fun. When anybody says like hot and heavy, I just think of like
See,
like how I
you
feel
don't
after
like
running.
sweaty,
No, I hate sweating.
and I don't mind sweaty.
And
like,
I love to be dripping.
Ew, that's not what I mean at all. But like, I do mean like sweaty and like heavy. Okay, let's move on to your
sweaty and heavy.
sweaty and heavy. Yeah. Fuck yeah.
I have not done a lot of role play. I do have one small experience with role play. It was one night when Jurgen was wasted, and he pretended that I was a cop and that I had just pulled him over, and he kept saying, Ossifer, Ossifer. Very drunk, if you can't tell from that pronunciation. Can I get out of this ticket? He asked me if he could kiss my boobies to get out of the ticket. And I
Yes,
said
you can.
no.
Oh. Oh.
I said no. And I think I pushed him off and then he fell asleep like
Oh my
right away,
God.
immediately.
I fucking
So yeah,
love it.
that is my one
experience with role play?
experience with role play. I think I get really laughy. Like dirty talk has been like a huge, like I can't believe that I do like talk dirty with my partner because normally I laugh a lot. Like if I say something like kinky or anything. Like, I laugh because I'm embarrassed or
Right.
just uncomfortable or whatever. So dirty talk has been like a huge step for us. And so I feel like role play is like the next, where it's like you physically have to like act out something.
I can talk, but am I
Yeah.
an actor?
But
I don't
am
know.
I an actor? Who's to say?
Who's to say?
Give me a stage. Give me a red carpet. I don't know.
Whatever.
If I were to do a role play, I really don't know what I would do. I think the stranger thing sounds good. I don't think I could like take on a role.
Mm-hmm.
Because then I start to think too much about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I could see that for you.
I can't
You'd
have
be
something.
like, fuck, where did this person
Yeah.
grow up? How do I do a backstory?
Yeah, so I would need something that didn't need a backstory.
Yeah.
Or a lot of details, because
Right.
I'd be like, why are we in this bed? If
I
I'm your
feel like-
teacher, why are we in this bed?
I feel like the officer thing would be good for you. No? Because
If he could pronounce it, maybe.
All right, my turn.
Yeah.
Okay. Who is your least favorite ex?
Well,
Dun, dun, dun.
I don't know. I only really have one, and so they would be both my favorite and my least favorite. I hope they're alive and well.
What a short and sweet answer.
I truly hope the
So
best
cute.
for them.
Yeah, that's great.
Gave me a lot. They took a lot, and so I'd say it was like a
If I had a list, it'd be virginity, sanity,
virginity, sanity. They gave me.
memories.
Actually, I feel like they really taught me my worth and like not to
Aw.
settle for less. Even though in the end, I really would have been settling for less if
Yeah.
we had stayed together. They dumped me, but
And spoiler alert.
yeah,
They're not together
they
anymore.
really did teach me not to settle for less. So I can't say
Cute.
that they're my least favorite. I don't regret a single thing. Like I
Uh-huh.
am so glad that that was the first person I had sex with. Like
Uh-huh.
everything.
Aw.
I feel so lucky to have had them.
So it's like your favorite ex.
Yeah. Mhm. My
I like
only,
that
but
one
my
too.
favorite.
It's
Yeah.
cute. Okay, cute. Well, if I had to answer, I am going to go off of not necessarily boyfriends, because I've
Mhm.
had like 3, you know.
Okay.
Have I lain with more? Sure. So I'm going to go off of that.
Have I lain betwixt the legs of more?
Absolutely. So
Abso-fucking-lutely.
So I have 2 fucking terrible people that I wish I could erase.
Okay. Like from the planet? Or from your life?
You know, either.
If anybody's out there and
So-
has a way.
I think I'm going to go with the coworker I slept with one summer working at a camp. I'm going to leave it at
I didn't
that.
know you worked at a camp.
I did. I worked at a summer camp and I slept with a coworker.
Were you like the cool counselor?
I was the oldest counselor,
Oh.
if that counts.
I guess in a way.
Yeah. I was cool. I was
Like
the-
how much older?
like a couple years.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay,
That's
wait.
a few years.
Okay, so everything was still legal. Let's put that out there. But I was like 21
Okay.
and they were like 19.
Okay.
So
I
I
was
was
legal, but like why?
but like
Ugh.
like I am confused.
Like what are you seeing in a 19-year-old?
He was so tall.
That's what you saw.
That's what I saw. That's all I could see.
You always see.
He was the fucking
chest. That's what you could see. Fucking tall.
fucking tall.
Where's belly button? I don't know
Stop
how
it.
tall he was.
Yeah, no, he was tall. He was like, I don't know, whatever, doesn't matter.
Mhm.
Anyway, so we like had this whole dumb back and forth all summer. And so at the end of the summer, when everything was like done, wrapped up, we ended
And
up
all the
sleeping
kitties
together.
had gone home.
Yeah. We ended up sleeping together after like the wrap party.
At the camp?
No.
Oh.
Ugh, that would have been hot though.
Yeah. I'm like, you should have just said yes. Just make it up.
Ugh.
You can retrain your brain.
You can reform those connections actually to just
Yeah.
make new memories.
So if you just like keep thinking about it over and over and
Yeah.
over again, like your neural pathways are just going to be like, oh, that must be true.
that did happen.
Mhm.
So okay, it was kind of over, but we still all could come back and like sub if we had to
Mm.
for our shifts. So I ended up subbing a shift, and he was there as well after we had slept together a couple times, and he pretended like he didn't know me, ignored me, made everyone at the camp that already worked there hate me for some reason. Like I think he told them and they all thought I was just this like slutty bitch. And I could tell, like I could tell that they all knew, you know? But he ignored me. He didn't talk to me. He didn't look at me. And I would shove his face into things.
I wish his pee-pee would fall off.
I know. He was the dumbest little asshole bitch.
Yeah, I'm like, can we say cunt?
I was gonna say, I was like, this dumbest little cunt that I could ever imagine. And then he like tried to get me to hang out after, and I was like, hey, you're really fucked up, and that was fucked up. And he was like, you're just a cool girl, and I'm like, suck a dick. I don't care anymore. You're 19, and I'm how do I care about you?
So much
I
better
can't
than you.
care about you.
I'm 2 years better.
Yeah. So he would be my least favorite person I've ever, dropped down levels to sleep with. And I shouldn't have done that.
I'm sorry.
I don't regret many folk that I lay between.
Many folks that I laid betwixt the legs of.
If you are listening, I regret you, and you are worthless.
And I don't like you.
I don't like you.
All right.
You go.
Would you or have you ever done a threesome?
Ooh.
This was a common question. I will say that.
I haven't, and I would.
Mm-hmm.
And let me tell you the roles that I would specify. So I would want to do it with 2 women, or me being one of the women. So
honestly,
not 3 women, but me as one woman, another woman, and a man is how I would do a threesome. Preferably, would it be Halsey? Absolutely. It would be me, Halsey, and a very hot man.
Mm-hmm.
And that is the threesome that I would like. If there are other Halsey-like women out there that are curious, I am also open to seeing what you're into, what you're up to, and like what's up with you. That's where I'm at. What about you?
Yeah, I think honestly, I would be open to any sort of threesome that like wasn't 2 other people with penises. That just sounds like a lot of penises.
Mm-hmm.
So
that's just too many.
Yeah.
One too many.
I would say
penises.
there could be one other penis.
Mm-hmm.
Probably my partner.
Yeah. Ideally. Ideally, you're going
I
to
wouldn't
be
say
there.
ideally, but like probably. Just kidding.
Just like logistically, he'd probably be there.
Logistically, it makes sense. Like we live together.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, anything else I'd probably. I don't know. I don't know what I would do.
You don't like what role
physically,
you would play?
Like what if I start to feel left out? You know what I mean? Like what if I'm just not the center of attention?
I would have to be the center of
I
attention.
know, that's the hard thing. Like how do you tell somebody like I'd love to have a threesome, but all eyes need to be on me?
Yeah. I am the star. You 2 are my guest stars.
Yeah.
And make me feel good.
And it's like I know my partner would do that, but
Mhm.
it's like I don't want to bring somebody else into that and be like, you're just the side.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I totally get that. I think it's still worth a try. I think it's still worth a shot.
And I would say, yeah, I don't know. Something like we've talked about, obviously. Not obviously, I guess.
Obviously.
I don't know, we just have talked
We
about it
discussed
before.
this. Yeah.
I just don't know if it's something we would realistically do.
Uh-huh.
Because I think we think about things very realistically now, especially since we started the podcast and I've been like making him try stuff.
Yeah.
It's like everything I bring up, it's like, but realistically, would we do this?
Would
And,
we
like
do
we think
this?
about it logistically.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I just don't know.
If you would. You
Yeah.
don't know if you would. Okay. I think I would.
Would you want one of them to be like your long-term partner?
Doesn't have to be.
2 stranger dangers?
I think it could be 2 stranger dangers.
Billy and Halsey?
Yeah. Fuck. Now that I am not with a partner, and that is just what I'm putting out there at the moment, I could see it being 2 like strangers that I like know are COVID free.
That have both been vaccinated.
Yeah.
And you have also been
And like
vaccinated.
we're all down.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because
Vaccinated and down.
yeah.
Those are the new vaccinated and DTF.
Yeah. And
That is
DTF.
your new Bumble
Totally.
bio.
Totally. So, because the problem with me is that I still know that I have things to work on, where if I saw someone that I was like actually committed to being interested in someone else, I still wouldn't be okay.
It would hurt.
So
Yeah.
I don't think I could be committed to someone that was also in the threesome.
Yeah. I mean, I've thought about that a lot, like the idea of like my partner being attracted to other people as well. And I don't know. I think I've like thought it should bug me, and it kind of doesn't
Well, that's great
bug
then.
me.
That's great for you guys.
I love talking about like his past sexual experiences. Like I think it is so much fun. I wouldn't say it like turns me on, but it's like just something I fucking love talking about. So I don't know. I think maybe it would be kind of hot in a threesome. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, good. All right. I'll let you go next.
What is your biggest pet peeve during sex?
Ooh, okay. Honestly, I fucking hate when they don't just like make out. I think sensual let's get into it. Sensual kissing is such a turn on for me. I love making out. I think making out is so fun. I've been obsessed with it since I was 13. I love kissing. And so kissing breaks are like huge for me. And if someone is constantly like trying not to kiss or trying just to do other stuff, that takes away all of the foreplay for me. And that takes away everything that like really turns me on and gets me like actually attracted to them, because I'm someone that's like more emotionally attracted and like gets turned on emotionally than physically, like in the beginning. Obviously later it gets more physical, but like kissing is can be very like stimulating emotionally too. Right. So I love making out, and I don't like it when people don't like making out. Yeah. What's yours? Or breathing heavy?
I was gonna say breathing heavy. I don't like being breathed on. Which is
Breathed
really
on.
sad for my partner, because like sometimes we'll be like cuddling when we're going to sleep and I'm like, you're breathing on me, you have to stop.
You have to move.
Which I feel like is sad.
Just breathe right back at him.
Yeah. Well, sometimes I'm like, can you stop? Which I realize is asking him to stop breathing.
Yeah. Which I hear it. I know it.
I know. So sometimes he'll like shove his head into the pillow, which
Oh,
I know isn't that sad. But I would say my biggest pet peeve is just silence. I don't like silence. I like want there to be talking. I want there to be like moaning, I guess. I
Donkey-ish moaning.
Okay.
Sorry. I've had a lot to drink.
I want there to be sound. And so I notice when it's like silent, I'm kind of like turned off.
Waiting. Yeah, I get it.
Yeah. I don't know. I guess I'm a very auditory person. Have you ever... You know what we haven't done a lot of forced drinking. We've told the truth on every single one and just been drinking. So
you know what? It's kind of like truth and drink.
Yeah, which is what one of our friends said when we asked her for questions. So she was right.
Not much these bitches won't answer.
Have you ever had to stop having sex because something gross happened? And if so, what was it?
What was it? God. Okay, do you have a quick answer or no?
Probably, I don't even know if I'm being honest. I don't know if we stopped, but just like my partner and I have period sex. So like sometimes it can be kind of gross, and not like gross, but sometimes I guess it depends on who you are. It's not gross to us, but sometimes there'll be blood, and it's like sometimes I notice that there's like a lot of blood, and so I'm like, oh, pause, let's figure that out. But I guess I don't really consider that gross because I'm comfortable with my body, and I think the patriarchy has made us hate our periods.
Go off.
If you think that's gross, fuck off.
Okay, fair. I guess I wouldn't say anything like gross.
Nothing gross happened in the porta potty.
Okay. If we're going to go there, I should have stopped, and I shouldn't have walked into that porta potty. And that I fully understand as being disgusting. As far as in the middle of sex, I think like early when I was young and not understanding that like
young and alive,
but not understanding that like your body's natural like lubricant is like something you should totally honor and like love about yourself. I used to get really uncomfortable about that, like being wet during sex when I was young.
I feel like that's a good thing.
I know, and I was just so uncomfortable with how sex worked and how my body worked and how just your body functions when it's turned on, that I didn't understand it and I felt gross. And so I would say that that's times I used to stop, or I used to be like, oh, I'm so sorry, like whatever, and not understand like that's totally normal and exactly like how your body's supposed to be working right now. So
exactly.
I would say that's the only things I can remember of being like embarrassed about things happening during sex.
Yeah. I honestly feel like unless you shit yourself or you puke or like you pee, I guess. I don't know, unless you're into that, whatever.
Yeah.
the only reason to stop is because like you've been told it's something to be ashamed about, or like you've taken on like feelings of shame about something about your body. There's really like, I don't know, sex can be kind of gross because it's body
sex is
fluids.
gross.
Yeah.
You're putting something inside someone else's body cavity.
Yeah.
And then
If I were to stick my hand in your mouth, like that'd be gross.
that'd be gross.
So for somebody to stick their pee-pee in my
in your choo-choo.
my choo-choo, penis and vagina, I
it's
say the
gross.
words.
It's gross.
Yeah.
It is. Sex is like
Or-
nasty.
A penis in a butt or two
Do you stick
vaginas.
penises up your butt? Or, yeah, but if we're talking about what we do, yes, penises in our choo-choos.
Yeah.
Is like, yeah, it's weird, it's funky, but like now we've both pretty much embraced what happens during
Yeah, it's just kind of like
wait, no, cunnilingus is with the mouth.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't really think of anything that maybe other people would consider it was gross, but I can't think of anything that like I have considered so gross that I was like,
Let's stop.
time out, motherfucker.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on. Okay. Have you ever been sexually attracted to a friend's boyfriend or partner?
Not a friend's. Not like a friend's partner, like an acquaintance's partner. For
Okay.
sure. Yeah, I've thought that that my friends' partners were like really cute and like I've loved their personalities, but I think I've just always seen them as like
Yeah.
my friends.
Yeah.
I don't know. So I've never been like sexually attracted. I've never had like sexual feelings
Right.
about a friend's partner.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair.
What about you?
So let me preface this. If I were to talk about my closest friends, no, of course not, because that's like a it turns into a brother sister weird type of thing.
Yeah.
You know? But what
I do remember
say-
one thing you said to me a few weeks
What?
back
What
though.
did I say? You say it now.
You said if you were to ruin your life, you've thought about which of your two close friends, partners you would sleep with. Do you not remember this?
Oh my God, no. Oh, if I knew I was gonna ruin my life,
Yeah.
like who would I sleep with? Oh, I
Yeah.
said I wouldn't know who to choose between yours and Jenna's.
Yeah.
I love you both. I
Yeah.
love all of you. I love all four of you. If there was a gun to my head and I had to choose which one of my friends, boyfriends I would choose, I wouldn't know.
Yeah.
You all are so cute. I love you all.
I said Jurgen's wiener was pretty big, so you were like, yeah, that might
like,
sway me.
hey. Literally might sway me. So
So to say you have not thought about it would be a straight up lie.
I might be lying. Would I say acquaintances and friends of friends, partners, I've been like, hey, I think you're totally looking at me when I'm like feeling insecure and want to be told I'm pretty? Sure.
Absolutely.
Of course.
You're like,
I-
I know you're in love with me.
You know what? I know that you're like happy with your partner, but like, I think you could see something with me. Totally, I've gone there.
I think you see it.
Because
See the V.
you see the V. Yeah. No, I've totally like flirted with acquaintances, partners, and like it's not great, but yeah, I've totally done that in the past. Not to any of you, because
Because we're a little too
we're all
close.
too close
Yeah.
and we all hang out way too much
know.
for this to be fun.
Yeah.
So yeah. Anyway,
For it
move
to
on.
be fun, it's more life ruining.
it's more life ruining for sure.
What's the weirdest thing you've masturbated to?
Oh my God, I don't know.
Drink or truth? Truth or drink?
Truth or
Drink or tell?
You know what? I'm gonna pull a drink to this one.
The first one.
I'm gonna pull a drink to this one.
Nice.
Yeah, so you can answer if you choose.
I'm so boring. I don't have anything like in particular. I don't know. I think I really try. This sounds so like woo woo. I really try and just like feel into my body, and I don't try and like think about other things. I try and feel.
That's totally fair.
Because I think I have a problem with thinking too much.
I mean,
in general,
for your type of human being that you are,
for me as a
that
human,
makes
yeah.
complete sense.
So that's usually
That's how you escape into like your body.
Yeah. So, I mean, I wouldn't say I have a super strong like masturbation practice. That's something I'd like to work on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We did get another question about how many times we touch ourselves a week.
And that sounds like my uncle asking me,
It wasn't,
how
for
many
the record.
times do you touch yourself? Like just, touching base. And
Yeah.
that was a creepy way to phrase that question.
Yeah, I don't like it at all.
I do not appreciate it, and I will not answer that.
My answer would be, I don't know, though. It's
IDK.
not consistent.
IDK, man.
Again, I don't have a strong practice.
Yeah. Yeah, I
I
don't
have a
have...
strong Netflix practice. Would be like the strongest practice that I have.
Yeah. I have a really, tight bond with my Hulu account, and we see each other every night for a couple hours.
And so sometimes I'm too tired.
I'm too tired. I'm too tired to hang out after.
Sometimes I forget it's an option.
Sometimes, yeah. I forget it's like a self-practice.
Mhm.
Literally. But, like,
Literally.
it's like a total thing that you could, like... I mean, I'm still working through, like, it being naughty,
Exactly.
So I forget that it's a thing that you could do, and, like, you light candles, you turn on some music,
Yeah.
and you do that because it's nice.
I still don't like tell my partner like, all right, I'm gonna go masturbate.
I gotta go. No, God,
Yeah.
no.
I remember in high school some guy said flick the bean, and
I
I
fucking hate that
hate
so much.
that.
It's disgusting.
And he was like saying it as a joke about me too, and I
Nope.
hope the same thing that happens to your camp
Yeah.
happens to this person.
Fucking hate that. It's disgusting. It's not even funny. Like, it's not even like a cringy funny. It's like, no, it's not funny.
Also, like flicking? No, you're doing it wrong.
I'm going to make fun of you and your sexual practices
Yeah.
if you ever say flicking the bean.
Exactly.
Hands down.
All right. What sexual act are you best at?
Ooh. Let me start by saying, if anyone disagrees with me, never fucking tell me. Ever. Ever. Don't ever tell me. I think I'm pretty good at...
Teabagging.
I think I'm pretty good at motorboating them, I think I can do that really well. No, I think I'm pretty good at going down on a guy.
Yeah.
I think if I put my heart into it and I focus and make it an action worth doing, I think I'm pretty good.
Nice.
I think I have some skills. Yeah. What about you? Don't ever tell me if I'm wrong. Please. Dear
Give it
fucking
to
God.
yourself.
Also, so there's really only one person I feel like that would have the validity to tell me if I'm wrong. So anyone before 3 years ago, you don't count. I've learned so much since then.
You should see the things I
You
can do.
can't
to
tell
you.
me. You can't tell me if
The
I do
things
it
I
wrong.
can do with a penis.
Okay, you go.
I have a tiny mouth, and so it gets sore fast.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't say I'm like a superstar at that.
Uh-huh.
I've never gotten a complaint.
Sure.
I've gotten
Gotten a round of applause.
rounds of applause, standing ovations.
A little swing of ovation.
Swinging around.
Gross.
All right.
You're gross.
I don't know if there's like a. I'm great at somebody going down on me.
I am great at receiving.
I think I have actually. Okay. I know that's not what this question was getting at, but I feel like I have gotten so much better at receiving over the past few years. And I feel like that was the thing that I struggled with the most. It wasn't any other sexual act other than receiving. And now I'm really fucking good at receiving. So
Okay.
that's what I'm great at.
Well, fuck it. Whatever.
Yeah.
That's one way to answer this question. And
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. Okay. Last one. Final one. What kind of porn do you watch? Was the last word.
Like, do I bitch?
Do I vetch?
I only really watch like women. I don't watch anything else.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think 9 times out of 10, I am looking for. It's phrased as girl on girl under the Balesa
But we could
drop
say
down.
women on women.
Yeah, yeah. Ugh, God, that's true. Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree with you.
It's just better.
Mm-hmm.
It's all around better.
I mean, I've like looked into that too a little bit, and it's like because you're looking at the right way to pleasure, vulvas
Yourself, yeah.
yeah, and like someone that like enjoys that type of pleasure. I
Yeah.
don't know, and so they just give it well.
Yeah.
and it's nice to watch. Not gonna lie, so that's the type I watch.
Yeah, I kind of always knew that was like the kind of porn that I liked.
Mm-hmm.
Since I was like 18.
Yeah.
And so I've never really watched anything else. That was kind of when I started watching porn, around that age. And I hadn't before then.
Mm-hmm.
And I've never really watched anything else. So maybe something else is good. Probably not.
Probably not.
So, yeah.
Wow. That was really fun.
That was really fun. We got some good cues.
Good P's and Q's, man.
Yeah. So if you don't know us now.
Yeah, you fucking do.
You do.
You do.
Yeah.
You should. This is me, telling you just about everything.
That's everything you need to know about me.
Exactly. So no homework for honeys this week.
Yeah.
Unless it is to ask yourself these same questions.
Yeah. Check in with yourself. See what's
Yeah.
going on. I think one thing I've noticed over the past 4 months of doing this, and I hope that the same is happening for you, is how much more comfortable I've gotten with sex and talking about sex. Even things that, maybe a normal person wouldn't be comfortable talking about. They just don't faze me anymore. And I think it feels so empowering to just be like, oh, you flinched when you said anal?
Mm-hmm.
What? Not that I'm an anal expert.
By
Let's
any
be
means.
honest.
Yeah.
But it just feels nice to be able to answer these questions without flinching and without having to be like, I'm going to take a drink. Like, certain things are
Right.
private, but
Right.
for the most part, it's like, why?
Yeah.
I don't know. Some people I think could say we're like sharing too much, but I disagree.
Yeah.
100%. I think if we all talked about these things, we'd all feel
A
normal.
little bit better.
Yeah.
100%. I mean, I would say that 2 years ago, I was looking for someone that was talking exactly like we're talking. So
Exactly.
100% agree. And rate, review, subscribe.
As always,
Yeah.
we love it.
Leave us a little commenty box.
Tell
of
us how much
you
you
love us.
love us.
Yes, please. Anyway, all right. Well, I guess we'll see you guys next week.
Yeah. See you next week.
Bye.
Bye.